Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another journal entry. Today is April 4th, 2023. It's 8:55 a.m. Mountain Time. That puts at 10:55 Eastern. Um, so a real quick, market recap. Our live video is still going on. Um, but wanted to really quickly jump into the video and kind of show you a couple of trades we've taken already. We are about $80 up for the day. We had a couple of good trades. Market open up with a gap up on the SPY here. Just so you guys know, we are trading the US 30 exclusively on this myforexfunds prop firm. It's a live account, and we are trading. We are on the second week of trading on that live account. So once again, we are about $80 out. We closed yesterday at 5,000. Well, 1,080 if I'm not mistaken, and we're already up $1,056 dollars. So couple of things that we kind of look for in the morning. Again, this happens every single morning, and by now you probably, if you watch our videos, right, you probably know like what our routines are. Couple of things, we go into investing.com. That's a free site. You can also go to bloomberg.com, and if you have a subscription with them, you can go through the news for the day as well. So I like the investing.com, right? It gives you more than enough information. And then the other thing that I want to do is go into Forex Factory to make sure if there's any excuse me, any major news that's coming out of the market for USD. So those are my kind of couple of websites that I usually go over. I like to have CNN maybe like on the background, or even MSN and NBC, just so especially in the morning when they do like a market recap, just to see um, what they think. Right, you gotta understand. It's all about. It's not coming up. Not really sure why. Anyway, so today in the morning there was news at 8 a.m. With the jobs, Joel's job opening, excuse me, and that was at 8 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Eastern. So with that in mind, right, when I go into the market in the morning, when the market opens at 9:30, that's about half an hour before the news, I like to stay away from the market for that half an hour until the news comes, and then I can kind of see what the market is going to do, right? So that's exactly what we did. Waited. This is a 5 minute chart on the SPY, right, on E-Trade. You can also do the go over to Investin, and they have the free charts, and I look at the free charts as well. I have the 21, 9, and the 100 EMA that's running all the time on a 5 minutes. Um, you can also do this on a 15 minute chart as well, and I'll kind of show you what I look for on the chart itself. So the market opens up in a gap, right? The first 15-30 minutes, or right when the news came up, that was a big candle for that news, right? But as you can see, didn't right open with a gap up, then closed the gap, then went up, right? Was bullish for the for that next 15-20 minutes, and then because of that news, obviously at 8, right there at 10 a.m., you see that big gap. I mean, big wick with that big uh, uh, volume coming up. But if you look at the chart here, and you'll see that the 100 EMA, right? This is the 10 a.m. news right there. Closed above that 100 EMA, but then closed below. This tells me this 100 EMA for this on this 5 minute chart is strong, right? So I was waiting to see, still not getting into a trade, waiting to see what the VWAP does, right? There was a couple of candles kind of rejected that VWAP, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, right? And then on this next candle, it came right below, right? Broke that VWAP, and then you will see that on our chart as well, right? On this candle, we took a trade, and the one's able to close a nice 35, 40 pip to the downside, and then took our profit. Remember, right? We're not going for home runs, we are going for singles, right? So when we see profits 50, 30, or 40, 50 pips here and there, we usually take it out and then bank it, right? Money in the bank cannot go wrong, right? That is the theory. We don't wanna have our risk out there for too long, right? Now, someone may ask me, right? You got in this trade, why wouldn't you wait, right? To me, like I said earlier, this is a my target is about $2,000 $3,000 per month on this prop firm, so I'm not looking for to get rich quick. This is not a get rich quick scheme or get rich quick strategy, and I'm sure they're out there. I've kind of tested most of them, right, and they're usually not. They usually don't happen. The stock market, and if you look at 30, 40, 50 years back, even people who have got rich, people who have made money off the stock market, or even forex, or even trading in general, they will tell you discipline, having a strategy is key in the stock market, right? No one I've known, at least I've known or I've read about, has become millionaires overnight, right? It's a process. So that's why I take my trades and put it in the bank. And then I did that on this candle, right? um, then there was this nice retracement again, and then took another sell right on this view up, hoping that if it does go above, right above this view up, we would have closed our trade and taken our loss. However, it didn't. And then also on this next candle, we took another nice 30 to 40 pips, and we had about $80 on the profit. Now, for some, $80 might not mean too much, but here's the key. We've had the brand new prop firm with myforexfunds for about so this was on the 21st, so it's not even been 2 weeks yet, right? So it's been about 10 days of trading, right? Within about 10 days of trading, not even 10 days, but let's say 10 days of trading, we've made about 1,156. Now, $100 here, $80 there, right? Every single day they add up. The idea behind it, and we talked about this exclusively in one of our videos too, the idea behind it is to compound money, right? To compound interest, to compound your gains. Eventually, right, you will see by the end of the month you are close to that $2,500, $3,000 mark. Remember, there is a 5% drawdown limit every single day, and then an overall 12% drawdown on my forex funds, and you don't want to breach that. So if you are doing prop firms, or in your live accounts, always have a set goal, right? Write it down on the wall, write it down on a piece of paper where you can see it every single day, and then work on that goal. So this way you're not over trading, right? Like for example, right now, if I have held on, this would have been a nice 120 pip, right? Pip profit. But the idea behind it, right? I mean, look at this, like on this trade right here, okay, because this is where I, took my that's 118 pip profit right there, right? Now, somebody would have said, hey, you should have hold or you should have moved your stop loss. To me, right, the idea behind this prop firm is to compound my money and not to, make money, overnight. This is not a strategy, at least a strategy that we are talking about is not a strategy that's like get rich quick, right, overnight. This requires discipline. This requires there will be days that you might not make it, and that's okay because majority of the time, right, you are going to make it because of that strategy, right? So, if you followed me, right, that was the thought process behind it, right? Below the VWAP, we wanted to trade because of how we closed, and was able to close a nice 40 pip right there, 35 I think pip right there, and then retraced, and then another 40 pip down to the downside right here. So good two trades as of right now. Um, I am about $80 for the day. Looking for about $100. I'm not chasing. I'm gonna wait for the market. We have about another 5 hours of market time here. So we're going to wait for the market to see what it does and then, how far it's going to come back down. Um, guys, when you are new trading, when you're rookies, right? I was a rookie once. You get into this habit of it's called a circle, right? The circle called right where you win some trade, right? I can't really write that, but you win some trade and then you lose, right? Right, this is a circle. Like you're on a high when you win, and then all of a sudden you will realize that you're giving all that money back to the market. right? And I'm sure most of you can relate this. This is a circle that this is a vicious circle, especially when you're new. You can go through because you're not disciplined, you don't have a strategy, right? You go into the market, and this is what I was talking about. You go into the market thinking, okay, this one trade is going to make me $2,000. Now, according to your account size, you can do that, but don't risk more than 1 to 2% of your whole account per trade, even less than that. And then with our strategy, right? We talked about this exclusively. One of the other key things is, um, kind of weaving off, right? In the beginning of the week, we take a little bit more risk with lot sizes. But as we come to the end of the week, right, we kind of wean it down and then we'll take less lot sizes as possible when it comes to the end of the week, trying to get into the weekend on a high, right, on a positive. Um, Trading is to me, and this is my kind of theory, right? Trading to me is 10% strategy, 90% psychology, right? So if your head is strong, if you have good discipline, and if you're not getting into emotions, right? Um, and that's why you have a strategy, right? You have a strategy because, like on this example, right? If this has gone that way, I already know that the moment it crosses that, 100 EMA or the VWAP, I'm already taking my loss out, right? So there's no emotion, right? There's no room for emotion. That's my strategy. I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to let my losses run. The moment it passes convincingly, I'm out of the market, right? So I have a good strategy. So have a good strategy with that. Have discipline. I hope you learned something on this. And that's again, we have about $80 for the day. Not really sure if I'm going to be in another trade. If it kind of retraces back, I'm going to wait and see if I can get into another trade. But hope you enjoy these little videos. If you do, please like and subscribe below. I'll see you on another video.